In today's fast paced and ever changing world, fostering a growth mindset and resilience in children is more important than ever. These traits help kids navigate challenges, develop a growth for learning, and build emotional strength to handle setbacks. In this episode, we will talk about what makes it so hard for kids to incorporate this trait and how parents can help them. We will also talk about the 7 C's of resilience. So, this episode will be filled with some thought-provoking questions and tips. Let's dive in. Hi, I'm Alpana Dev and you are listening to Mother's Gurukul podcast. I'm a certified parent and kids life coach, lifestyle and parenting blogger, and a mother of 2 lovely kids who are my greatest source of inspiration. At Mother's Gurukul podcast, I talk about various aspects of parenting and share my tips and tricks to make your parenting journey smooth and beautiful. I also talk about some motivational topics that will make your life easy. So, let's learn together. Let's grow together at Mother's Gurukul podcast. We know that growth mindset helps to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and see effort as a path to mastery. Encouraging this mindset helps us to develop a lifelong love for learning and adaptability in the face of adversity. So, when it is of so much importance, why do kids find it hard to incorporate it? Maybe because they are unsure about their parents' reaction to their actions, or they don't want to go through the long process of experiments, or they have never seen their adults facing any adverse situation. Or maybe because they haven't experienced the power of a growth mindset. And because they haven't experienced the power of growth mindset yet, they see even a small setback as a failure. And last but not the least, because they are yet to learn the power of pause. Now, before we talk about the ways, let us ask ourselves these 4 questions. First, do I practice a growth mindset? Second, when was the last time I showed resilience? Third, am I calm most of the time? And fourth, how do I handle the situation when my child doesn't meet my expectations? What do I say to my child? Or do I react instead of responding? So, let's see what we can do as a parent. First is curiosity over judgment. When we are curious, it makes us wonder. We don't judge. Instead, we look for solutions. When we show curiosity about our child's problem, behavior, or any action, we give them the confidence to speak up, vent out, and share their feelings. They are not scared about our reaction. Second is understanding the importance of gazing in. We just talked about the 4 questions that we need to ask ourselves. Now, in this point, we are talking about the reflection from kids' point of view. Please encourage them to reflect upon their actions. Ask them questions about why they decided to behave in a certain way or picked a certain action, or could they have done anything differently? When you show curiosity and show them that there could be other options, slowly they also start to develop that approach. Third, practice MGI instead of LGI of your kids' behavior. MGI stands for most generous interpretation and LGI stands for least generous interpretation. More than 50% of the time, we function in LGI mode. Don't blame yourself. Without extra effort, the human brain goes into this mode. It's natural. It tends to look for what is not right. But think about those moments when you have seen the most generous side of your child's personality. When facing a challenging situation, if you can verbalize how you appreciate your child's that side of personality, you are teaching them to look for a silver lining even in adverse conditions. Next is tolerance to inconvenience. If your child shows unacceptable behavior, you don't have to start feeling embarrassed immediately. Validate their feeling. Get curious to know the reason behind their behavior. And lastly, Be curious about your own experience. While we are trying to develop a growth mindset and resilience in our kids, it is crucial to understand our thought process. Why do we feel how and what we feel? Are we able to handle our emotions? You see why curiosity is so important in parenting? Now, after knowing our role in developing a growth mindset in kids, let's discuss some of the ways to encourage a growth mindset and fostering resilience in kids. First is praise efforts, not just results, and encourage problem-solving approach. Instead of saying, "You are so smart," try, "I love how hard you worked on this." Instead of offering immediate solutions, ask them, "What do you think we should do?" This empowers kids to think critically and develop independence. Second is emphasize the power of yet. Guide kids in setting small and achievable goals. Success in these goals builds confidence and encourages them to take on bigger challenges. Now, this is a wonderful opportunity to teach them to reframe challenges by adding yet. For example, "I can do this" can be, "I can't do this yet." Now, this small shift encourages perseverance. Third, model a growth mindset. Children learn by observing adults. When facing a challenge, verbalize your thought process. "This is tough, but I will figure it out." This will help them reframe failure as growth. And while doing this, introduce a growth-oriented language. Fourth, encourage learning from mistakes. Let children take on new challenges, even if failure is a possibility. Teach them that mistakes are opportunities to learn rather than something to fear. In this, a strong support system reassures children that they are not alone in their struggle. And fifth, teach emotional regulation. Help children identify and express their emotions in healthy ways. Encourage gratitude and positive thinking. Ask kids to share something good about their day to shift focus from challenges to achievements. Breathing exercises, journaling, or talking about their feelings can build emotional intelligence. Before we end today's episode, I would like to talk about the 7 C's of resilience. The first C is competence. Develop a belief in them that they can handle the situation. The second C is confidence. Have confidence in their abilities. Then is connection. Give them a safe space to vent out. After that, character. Teach them that no matter how stressful the situation is, never compromise with your values and character. Fifth one is coping. Give them the coping tools like emotional regulation, power of the word yet, a problem-solving approach, breathing exercises, journaling, and building emotional intelligence. The sixth C is control. Make them understand that their actions have an impact on others as well. And lastly, contribution. As an individual, how are they contributing towards the community? So let me repeat these 7 C's. Competence, confidence, connection, character, coping, control, and contribution. So my final thoughts about this topic. I would like to quote few words by Mother Teresa. To keep the lamp burning, we have to keep putting oil in it. How beautiful are they, isn't it? Similarly, developing a growth mindset and resilience in children is an ongoing process that requires patience and consistency. By creating an environment that values efforts, embraces challenges, and nurtures emotional strength, we equip kids with the tools they need to thrive in life. With these skills, they will be better prepared to face challenges head-on, view setbacks as opportunities, and cultivate a lifelong love for learning. That's all for today. So if you like today's episode and if you want to check out what all is there on Mother's Gurukul podcast, then don't forget to check out other episodes on this show. And I would love to know your feedback. If you are joining me for the first time, then thank you for tuning in. And yes, do subscribe to the show. If you are listening to this podcast on iTunes, then I request you to give your rating and review so that other people can also find us. If you are, or if you know anyone who is looking for guidance in their parenting journey, I am just a message away. Please feel free to reach out to me through my social media handles, Alpana_Dev on Twitter, Alpana Bapat on Instagram, and Mother's Gurukul on Facebook. You can also email me at mothersgurukulpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to read some parenting articles, then do check out my blog, www.mothersgurukul.com. So I'll see you soon next week with another topic. Till then, stay blessed, stay happy. Happy parenting. Bye-bye.